Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, this isn't my normal video. You know, I had a video planned that I was going to release, but frankly, due to the fact that it was going to be copyright claims and copyright striked, I just didn't want that on my channel. So, pretty much what that video was, if you're curious, it was going to start off with building the core, and it was going to show us drafting Landeskog in 2011, McKinnon in 2013, Rantanen in 2015, and McCarr in 2017. Then it was going to show, you know, the struggles of round two in the past. Of course, in 2019, losing to the Sharks in 7 games. Then following that in the bubble in 2020, losing to the Stars in 7 games. And then last season, losing to the Vegas Golden Knights in 6 games. Then it was going to show the rise and kind of the revenge of us winning against St. Louis with Darren Helm, and then showing Arturi Lehkonen scoring in overtime to send us to the Stanley Cup final. But those clips, with how long they were, it definitely would have been copy striked. So that's why I'm not doing that video, and I'm just doing this video of kind of just talking. I got a list of bullet points that I would like to cover, but I'm just in utter disbelief. I have been an Avalanche fan my whole life. If you don't know, I turned 21 years old on July the 3rd, and I've been a fan ever since then. Being born a week after we won our second Stanley Cup, I just missed it technically being alive when we won the first one, but I was around during the celebration. And it's just, I've been around hockey for as long as I can remember, and this is truly a surreal moment to have your team win a sports championship. I mean, lucky for me, technically I was around for us celebrating the first Stanley Cup, or sorry, not the first, our second Stanley Cup, but that was my first sports championship for uh, being a Colorado fan. Of course, Nuggets, Rockies, Broncos, and Avalanche for the Big Four. Then winning Super Bowl 50 in 2015, 2016. That was a surreal moment because I was actually um, alive and obviously, able to remember that moment of us winning the Super Bowl in the game because obviously I was born after the first Stanley Cup. And then winning the first Stanley Cup where I can remember it is an absolutely unreal feeling. You know, this team, I love this freaking team. Of course, we're not going to be able to keep everyone. We've got a lot of free agents coming up, so it'll be tough. But man, I've been a fan my whole life, and I'm glad there's a ton of new fans hopping on. But I know there's a lot of fans who have been obviously fans for a really long time, and man, we finally made it through. I'm gonna talk about 2017 for a second because that was a rough year for the Avs. It was a 22 win season, I believe, only getting 42 points for obviously um, being the lowest team in the league. And, that was, as an Avs fan, that was an all time low because after that season, we got McCarr. We were able to draft McCarr, which was lucky, so incredibly lucky. But Matt Duchene, who I thought and I think was a fan favorite, requested a trade, and obviously we shipped him off, which was a huge piece to helping us build the Stanley Cup roster. But it was kind of like, dang. So the Avalanche are in this rebuild mode, so uh, it's gonna be tough. But then in 2018, we actually made the playoffs, losing to the Predators in the first round. Um, but it was an improvement in making the playoffs, so it was amazing. Then 2019, where we lost to the Sharks in the second round, we made it to round two. It's like, okay, we're going up, and we're starting to climb on our way to the Stanley Cup. And then it started to flat off, losing those 2 years against the Stars in Vegas. And we're at the top of the mountain. We're at the top of the freaking mountain. And I I'm so freaking happy. I'm up celebrating. It's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm absolutely ecstatic that we won. You know, I don't know how much gear I bought, but we got a lot. I got a lot of Stanley Cup gear on the way. I got a lot of Stanley Cup gear on the way, obviously to decorate my house when I go back to college, and just man, it it has been it has been a an amazing ride for this season. To end this video off, I am going to talk about my plans for the future videos. So I'm going to finish celebrating this for the next few days, but then I have got my free agency um, kind of guide slash predictions of what I want and what we could potentially see for the Avalanche next year and this off season. It will include a full 7 round mock draft, even though we got like 3 picks or something. Um, and it'll include free agents that I think will re-sign and just sign out of free agency to add to the team. And then it will go over the lines, and then I'll be covering the NHL draft and NHL free agency on the channel. And then, of course, along with that, of course, hockey and football are my 2 favorite sports. I'm going to start getting the position groups breakdown for the Broncos and start picking up some more Broncos content as we approach the season. So that's my plan for right now. So I would expect the free agency video in a few days because free agency starts and the draft starts within 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try and get that video out a decent amount of time before um, the NHL draft and NHL free agency opens. But for now, Avs fans, let's enjoy this win. I mean, we should all be on cloud 9 right now. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Avs, go.